Hey guys, I'm Arumilli Kanti. This live video on my personal YouTube channel. My personal YouTube channel, youtube.com/@ Kanti Kalyan Arumilli. Let me tell you something. In India, we have different forms of payment, right? Now, here's the question. Not every uh, payment instrument requires signature. Some payment instruments require signature. And why? Why do some payment instruments require signature? Why don't some payment instruments require signature? What's the difference? I'll tell you. Payment, some cards, debit cards, some credit cards require signature, and whenever there's a receipt, clearly it states there would be a line for signature, and there you would sign, and then the merchant is supposed to verify the signature on the back of the card with the signature on the receipt. And then some payment instruments don't require signature. For example, some debit cards where the transaction happens with a like a pin. Sometimes even after entering a pin requires signature, sometimes does not. And some payment instruments don't require signature. For example, Paytm, phone pay, Beam, these don't require signature. The applications are told Paytm, PhonePe, Beam are known as UPI in India. What happens is, like for example, I use PhonePe. PhonePe, if I remove the SIM card from this mobile, PhonePe wouldn't work because um, because PhonePe checks the mobile's SIM card. If I remove the SIM card, the application wouldn't. In a similar way, the rest of the UPA. That's the reason those don't require a signature. Now, then there are people, shady, stocky people, stupid people who would do stupid things. Why? What would they do? They would stalk other people, impersonate other people, and they would do signature. Why would anyone do something like that? I'll tell you. We'll come to a conclusion in a few minutes. And then some people would, kind of shadow stalk and show purchases of other people. Why? I'll tell you. In India, there's a little mafia known as all. That is economic offenders. All. All means economic offenders. They are nothing but a group of thieves. What they do is they are just all, as in they use someone else's cars, they use payment instruments on someone else's, they use cash, etc., etc., etc. But they create some stupid things, etc., etc., etc. And now here's the thing. What happens is when so this little mafia type of people, what they do is they target a person and they sign on other people. And now what happens? Where not necessary. In other words, they're trying to say someone else's payment instruments. They're trying to claim someone else's payment instruments, or they're trying to create litigations, or they're trying to create false accusations. Let's say person A and person B teams up. Person A tries to do identity theft of some. Let's say person A, person B, person C. Person B tries to do identity theft of person A. Person C shadows and stalks. Person C creates some kind of faltu evidence of theft or illegal or type of thing. Person B, identity thief, tries to enact victim. Now what happens? C takes the blame, B makes the blame. A gets anonymized. That's one of the strategy. I think something like that is happening. In other words, those people are just brothel dogs and beggars, and they have this invisible spying drone equipment capable of camera, speaker, even mind reading. And throughout the day, they are harassing me, and throughout the day, they see the screen. I call them invisible spying equipment, brothel dogs, sluts, and pimps. Yet they still do the same. And they have a false ego of obeying me working on my startup. That's exactly what I do. I eat food. When I feel like peeing, I go and I pee. For example, this morning, I did a live video on my Facebook when I bought some curries. Right? Um, Let me show you. Let me show you. I'll show you. This is my phone pay. This is my mobile. This morning, this afternoon, I did a transaction. This is my phone pay. And when did the transaction happen? The transaction happened at 12:06, right? And then I did another transaction at 12:19. Now let's see. Did you understand? I'll show you. Maybe I'll show you a little map or something if needed. But anyway, the point is, I do my own transactions using my own mobile app. That's all. The people who are shadow stalkers, etc., they might do signature manipulations, they might create all propaganda. Do you see? Person A is the target. Person B targets person A and enacts person A. And then person C tries to create distraction. Or in some cases, person C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J creates, stalks, and creates all propaganda. Did you understand? What type of people would do such kind of thing? That is, framing someone, blaming someone, framing an innocent person, blaming an innocent person, harassing an innocent person, violating privacy of an innocent person, stalking innocent people, shadowing innocent people. What type of people would do something like that? That's why I call them invisible spying equipment, brothel dogs, sluts, pimps, because they are low life, low self-esteem, low morale. Whatever whoever the obey, whatever OB or whatever, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But whatever the stupid propaganda or whatever that stupid crap shit, some jealous hate group, low lives, failures. So here's the thing: people with low morale, low self-esteem, because they have a closed mindset, because they are jealous, obviously they are failures. See, people with growth mindset would grow. People with closed mindset would definitely fall, right? So those people by birth must have been jealous or low self-esteem, and then they fell. They became failures. Now their jealousy grew several times, multifold, and their jealousy turned into hatred. Now let's see for example, if there is one person uh, successful successful or semi-successful in a neighborhood, I'll tell you about two types of people. One type of people would try to tarnish their reputation because they are jealous and hate, because they are filled with jealousy and hatred. Another set of people would try to impersonate. No, if you want to grow, learn, ask for advice, ask for guidance, um, grow. For example, let's say if there are several examples, several ways. People say find mentors, take mentorship, take coaching, take guidance. So these invisible spying equipment, brothel dogs, sluts and pimps are category one. That is, they are just hate group. I consider them pests, unwanted. Pests, unwanted. psychopaths. Anyway, I told you everything I got to tell. And now, yet there are some, these people, as of now, as of this very minute, those people are watching using the invisible spying drone equipment, yet they will continue being the same. Why? Because they are shameless. Because they are shameless, low self esteem, low morale, nothing, nothing. Anyway, I'm buying some normal food from this mobile application known as Zomato. Um, no, usually I look for any nice offers. Mm, Fasus, let's see. There are offers from Fasus and Burger King. I'm gonna buy something from Fasus because the free delivery is at 200 and or above. I'm gonna buy two items. Mm, so here are two items, and I'm paying using my phone pay. See, I'm paying using my phone pay UPI. Pay. I'm paying using phone pay from ICICI. And hey, by the way, this is my permanent address as per my passport, my PAN card, my Aadhaar card, my India-based driving license, and here is a confirmation SMS from ICICI. The amount has been deducted from my bank account because the bank account associated with my mobile number. And by the way, the address on my mobile, same permanent address. And let me tell you about some jokes created by the local jealous hate group, the pests. They created some concept of a atukulu, that is, these economic offenders doing transactions on someone else's address or someone else's name and hiding in the neighborhood. That's what they meant by the concept of atukulu. Based upon the concept of atukulu, those people are economic offenders, criminals, economic offenses, crime. These people with the pests, they're pests because humans would have the common sense to distinguish between what's crime and what's not, what's legal and what's not. But the pests, because they are not humans, because they are pests, they don't have common sense. They don't know the difference between what's legal and illegal. Somehow they want to survive, and they created this concept of economic offenses, and and they are like skunks. They put the blame on someone because, in other words, they are skunks and pests. They are economic offenders and they are trying to put the blame on someone else. They are skunks and pests. Later, guys, once I receive the food, I'll do a live video on my Facebook later.